Hello students, welcome back to Physics with Safdar. Now you are watching IGCSE Physics free lesson series. I hope all would be great. So let's begin the lesson of the day. Most of the students are confused with the term speed and velocity. And the lesson of the day is going to solve your problem. So let's start the lesson with this example. Look at the screen. There are two aircrafts and they are flying. Now we are going to discuss their motion one by one. Start with the first one. Look at the top. 900 kilometer per hour. What does it mean? Kilometer is the unit of distance. Hour is used for the time. So here we have distance divided by time, and that is equals to speed. So for the first aircraft, it was moving 900 kilometer per hour. Move on to the next one. Look at the second aircraft. 900 kilometer per hour east. You can see here 900 kilometer per hour, that's the speed because distance and time is given. The second thing east, that's the direction. Now we have speed plus direction. That's make a new quantity is called velocity. That's why 900 kilometer per hour due east is the velocity of the second aircraft. Now move on to the definition of the velocity. You can define as velocity is the speed in a given direction. For the measurement of velocity, we used SI unit meter per second, and it has a direction. That's why velocity is called a vector quantity. Now you are going to learn what is average velocity and how to calculate it. So look at this example. In the picture, you can see standard directions. It is east, west, north, and south. A car at position A. So look at the movement of the car. The car is moving from point A to point B. Look one more time. It is moving from point A to point B. Now discuss the motion of the car. The car started from point A and reached in point B. So that is the change of position of the car. And how much length covered during this change of position? Let's suppose it was 50 meter in the direction of east. 50 meter is the length covered by the car. East is the direction. So when you have length with the direction, that is called displacement. And when the car moves from A to B, it takes some time. Let's suppose the time took by the car is 100 seconds. Now the question is, what was the average velocity of the car? If you want to calculate the average velocity of the car, then you need its equation. This is average velocity equation. You need the total displacement over total time taken. In this example, the car started from point A and reached at point B. So total displacement is 50 meter east and the time taken is 100 seconds. Put the numbers here. Solve these numbers. Finally, you will get 0.5 meter per second. Because you are discussing the velocity, then you need to add the direction as well. Because the car moved in the direction of east, so you will write here. So that is the final average velocity in this case. Now move on to the definition of average velocity. That is the rate of change of total displacement is called average velocity. How to calculate the velocity of a moving object? This question will help you to understand that one. So let's begin the question. A man walks from his house to tower and reach there in 120 seconds. Calculate its velocity. Look at the diagram. This is the house of the person. This is tower. The man starts his walk from his house and reaches at the tower. In the diagram you can see clearly two paths are there. The path A of length 100 meter and the path B has length 50 meter. To calculate the velocity, first you need to know what is the equation of velocity. Look at this. Velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. In the question we have time 120 seconds, but what is the displacement? Look at the diagram. Here we have the two tracks A and B. First you need to decide which one is the displacement. For that you need to recall the definition of displacement. Displacement is the length, shortest length between the 2 points. So what is the shortest length we have here? 50 meter. So that is displacement. So displacement is 50 meter. The time is 120 seconds. Equation of velocity you know well. Displacement over time. Put the numbers. Solve. And finally you will get 0.42 meter per second. So that was the velocity of the man. Speed and velocity are not same. Now you are going to learn what is the difference between speed and velocity. Look at the screen. Two statements are there, and these statements will clear your doubt about speed and velocity. So let's start with the first one. The ball is moving 50 meter per second. In this statement, we have 50 meter per second. That's the speed of the ball. And this statement does not tell us about the direction of the movement of the ball. The ball was moving towards the right, down, or in the left direction. So, direction is not given in this statement. And if you have only the size of the quantity, but there is no direction, that is called scalar quantity. So you can write speed is a scalar quantity. Move on to the next sentence. The ball is falling 50 meter per second. Look at the ball. Arrow indicate it's falling. Now 50 meter per second, this information you have, plus one more thing you will find here, the word falling. When you read this sentence, the ball is falling 50 meter per second, then you can realize the ball was moving in a certain direction. So 50 meter per second is showing the speed of the ball, plus the falling is showing some direction of traveling. So when you add direction with the speed, that is called velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity because it has a direction. Now at the end of the lesson, I am going to summarize speed and velocity. Speed is distance per unit time, whereas velocity is displacement per unit time. Speed is equal to distance divided by time, whereas velocity is equals to displacement over time. Speed has no direction, whereas velocity has direction. SI unit of speed is meter per second, and same, the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Once again, thank you very much for listening. I suggest you follow the playlist of the channel. Here you will find all the lessons you need in your IGCSE physics. Keep watching Physics with Safdar for better results in exam. See you in the next lesson. Share this video, subscribe to channel, press the bell icon for the latest videos. Keep watching Physics with Safdar.